What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Jesus coin today. Yes, we are sitting at 601,758 right now, consolidating, right? We're not doing a whole lot. I posted some stuff on x.com. Let's just see. Go to X. Shout out to Pajamas. Posted a couple things today, actually. Some people were asking me some stuff, so I did, but Jesus here, right? Bullish divergence on the 4 hour. We had that there. We'll go over that and see how this looks, see how it's developing. Volume was increasing, and we can actually look at that now, right? Volume was increasing. We didn't continue to move down. We had a higher low. These are all good things, right? Very, very good things. Volume here increasing on the way down, but we didn't get, like, we got a slightly lower low. But if volume was increasing like that on the way up, if we had a nice spike of volume but we just didn't go anywhere, that would make me think we're about to reverse to the downside, right? And that's the same kind of concept here, but reverse to the upside. A little bit of a double bottom look. We do have the bullish divergence on the RSI, and I think we're just going to continue to move up, guys. I think really what it is we've got this 1, 2, 3 higher low kind of structure, and we're gonna move up from here. And if we look, it's not perfect, and this is actually what I wanted to go over, not this post. I wanted to go over, oh, come on now. I wanted to go over this post, right? If you look at this, okay, this kind of structure, and maybe, I don't know, I don't like that. Maybe I'll just do it here, whatever, that's okay. I thought it would be better over there, but I guess not. If we look at this kind of structure here, right, you've got two highs, two pretty discernible highs right here, and then 3 lows. 1, 2, 3 lows, right? Twice in this overall consolidation phase, you move down a sizable portion, right? You've moved down a few times, but let's just see, right? If we measured this from a high to a low, you move down 49%, essentially 50% once, and then recently you just moved down another 40%. So 40% to 50% drop. You've had 2 significant drops in this, right? 2 highs, 3 lows, higher lows coming in, right? Basically a flat top of highs, but slightly lower high, whatever. If we go back to the consolidation phase that I like to compare this to would be this here, right? We had our initial move up, and then we consolidated for a little bit. We've got our 2 highs here, and then our higher lows as well coming in, right? It's very similar structure. This time we had higher highs, okay? And this time it would be basically like what we have here would be like what we have now, except this high would be moved over here, okay? But the lows look very similar, right? Very, very similar. And I suppose the double low, the double bottom would be over here, and then these two would switch places, right? These would switch places, and then this one would be over here, except to be a lower high, something like that, right? That's essentially what we have now. It's not the exact same. They're not twins, but there's some similarities, I think, overall in structure and just the overall kind of tightness and the time frame that we have so far established, right? It wouldn't surprise me if we saw this thing break out any given day now, any given week, right? It could be this week, but again, don't be discouraged if we don't break out, even if we don't break out this week, right? It is the beginning of a new week. Very exciting stuff. You know, we've been in this consolidation phase now for, as of this week, we've been in it for 6 weeks. Well, by the end of this week, it'll be 6 weeks. So 5 weeks, starting our 6th week now. Last time, whenever we had our initial pop-up, we were in this consolidation for 4 weeks. On the 5th week, we broke out, right? And then really we moved sideways again. And then on that 7th week, we really started to get separation and got above our all-time highs. So, you know, just on pace with that, you know, in a sense, it could be by the end of this month, if not the beginning of December, that we see ourselves above our all-time highs, right? And I am starting to think that by the end of this month, maybe we're not at all-time highs or above all-time highs, but around our all-time highs, right? Something like that. Something around this 786 to 886 area, around 6035 to 60442. But I am still completely accepting of the idea that we could just rip, man. This is Jesus coin. It could see new all-time highs tomorrow if it really wanted to. Like it really, really could. So today, it doesn't have to be tomorrow. It doesn't need a lot of time to rip. So and the main point of this last part really is just that we're at the time, a very similar time. I would say that we've what word am I looking for? We've been here long enough to where we could break out any moment now. That's essentially that, right? If we're comparing it to this. And overall, again, this move, this kind of move down was very fast, right? Just consistent and tenacious and fast to the downside. The move up was pretty consistent and tenacious to the upside as well, very fast. This time the move was a lot more methodical to the downside, and then we had a transition of power here going like kind of sideways for a while, and now we're moving up, but I feel like we're at a steadier pace, right? You can already tell. It seems like we're not because we moved up so fast in such a very short amount of time, but compared to last time and even compared to the time before, we are moving up slower. We're moving up a lot slower. So this is more controlled overall. It wouldn't be crazy. It wouldn't be that far of a stretch if this consolidation phase lasted a little bit longer than this one. And it already has. It already has. So I think breaking out this week or next week by the end of this month is to be expected. Breaking out of this consolidation phase is just how high does it take us by the end of the month? Are we at new all-time highs? Are we around new all-time highs? I think either of those answers are a yes, something like that. But either way, I think we're going to break out soon. So I want to look at the daily RSI real quick. Yeah. Very positive structure in the daily RSI, I think. I just like to see this thing get above the 60 again and start living above the 50. That's really what I want to see, but I think you look great. High to low. Yeah, just biding our time, guys. We're going to be at new relative highs here any moment. We're probably going to see a move that's like, and it could be by the end of this week. I mean, it could be any day, man. But a move that's probably greater than 140%. At least I would think around probably like 140%, if not more, maybe 200%, if not more, by the end of this month. So it could even happen by the end of this week. But I'm going to stop talking about the couldas, shouldas, maybes. It does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's a good time to get into Jesus coin. We're at the kind of lower half of this consolidation phase, right before we're about to rip and see the real exciting parts of the coming move, right? If it's just like if you bought here, right? Did you miss the whole move? No, right? You didn't miss. You missed a good bit of it, but you didn't miss the whole move. No, I think in fact you caught more than half of it if you bought the bottom of this range. Just like now, I would expect you catch more than half of it. Again, I do expect this move here from the low to the high. If we just kind of draw it like that, whatever that kind of length, I expect this one will be longer overall. I think that the low to high growth might be larger than the last time that we saw. But time will tell. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, guys, that's it. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.